Hey there, it's Todd Burrier from toddburrier.com, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about two key things that create life change, and they create massive life change in your work. All right, so before I give you that, I'm going to give you just a little story about John. I met John a few years ago in a series of leadership sessions I was doing, and he's just this really warm guy, great spirit, nice guy, and ultimately John moved forward and got involved in the networking industry, and I had a chance to coach and mentor him during that period of time. And John is doing it all the right way, right? And so what that means is he is working in the three circles in his life. So he's taking care of his health, physically, spiritually, emotionally, right? And professionally, professional development, personal development. Why? Because he understands. He gets it that this is part of building and his business and being a good leader and modeling the right things, and because it's smart. It's the smart thing to do, right? So then the next thing that John's doing is he is being purposeful in his relationships, and he's making a huge difference in his community, etc., in his personal life, right? Which is further, right, setting the proper model, proper example, and feeding his own personal energy so that when he's showing up in the workplace, right, when he's showing up to build his business, he is dialed in, right? He is attractive, he's energized, he's feeling good, right? So how did he get there? He'd never done anything like this before, and so how did he get there? The two key things. The two key things are one, commitment. Commitment is saying, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to do it. I'm never going to quit. I know that if it's a value, whether it's in any of the circles, right, whether it's a value in your life is totally dictated by how much you make a commitment to it. So something that you value, you commit endlessly to because you understand that everything of value is going to require you to have ups and downs and struggles and climbing out of your comfort zone, right? Your comfort zone isn't a place where anything happens, right? Your comfort zone is a bad place. It's a bad place. It is a life limiter, right? I mean, people are in their comfort zone because they think it keeps life from happening to them, when it's quite the opposite. It just keeps them from happening to life, right? It keeps them from participating fully. It keeps them limited and in a box. It keeps them stuck, right? And so John made the commitment to get out of his comfort zone, right? Knowing that would be uncomfortable, but also knowing that each step you take out of your comfort zone, one, you realize, okay, I survived. And then two, you go, you know what, it's not so bad out here. And so your comfort zone continues to grow, right? And you have to constantly challenge that. So the first is the commitment to do it and never stop, right? The second is disciplining the daily steps, right? The daily steps in here, here, and here, right? Because it's the disciplined steps, right? I talk frequently, I may have done a post on this, or I certainly will in the future, about urgent patience, the concept of urgent patience, which seems like a contradiction in terms, but it's not. The point is, you have to be urgent in doing the work day in and day out, but patient to understand that the big rewards take time, right? You don't notice big rewards and things that matter just the minute you start them, right? That's not how it works. You do get rewards, lots of them, right? And I'll cover that in another session one day, but it's that understanding that you have to urgently attend to it today, knowing that the big return is out front. And so now, what do things look like for John, right? A year and a half later, he's got an amazing attitude. I mean, literally, this guy who was already a really cool person, a really nice person, he just beams. I mean, he just beams. He's got this tremendous infectious personality that was probably there before, and I saw some of it, but not like now. Now he's just shining. And the next is he's making a difference. He's making a difference in his community. He's making a difference in his workplace because he has a job. He's making a difference kind of everywhere he goes, right? He's rubbing off on people and serving people, and he's just making a difference. And then, of course, he's having a physical transformation, because that's going to happen when you do this, right? You're going to have a physical transformation, regardless of what business you're working. You're going to have a physical transformation, and you should, because people look at you not in a vacuum. They don't look at you in isolation. They don't look at you and go, okay, you're really good in this, and that's all that matters. That's not how people look at you, especially as you aspire to leadership. They look at the whole package, right? And if you're undisciplined anywhere, they're going to assume that wherever else they're seeing you to be disciplined isn't necessarily the truth. And then the fourth thing is he has a stable, growing business that he's proud of now and has unlimited potential in the future. How did that happen? From having never done anything like that before, commitment and discipline, and just starting with the baby steps out and doing it day in and day out. You do that, you can do that, and then model it and teach it. So if you think this is helpful, and I hope it was for you, please share it. Maybe someone on your team needs this little message today. Thanks for stopping by.